Hello, everyone, and welcome into more Ticket to Ride here on the Sorcerer Network. I'm Sorcerer Matt. So, I think it's not Montreal to Dallas, but I think it's these three. My issue with doing Montreal to Dallas is that it's more extra stuff than I think it is. Eh, maybe I'm wrong about that. It's fine. It's not I don't know. I it's only if I'm going to go through this way, it's only one down from here, and um, there's a decent chance that we want to come like down through here and then through Atlanta. I mean, we're not going to go through there now, but that's okay. We go last, which is not ideal because we could lose out on Vegas to Los Angeles. We don't, which is very nice. So that now takes care of that. Next priority is going to be Los Angeles to Phoenix. So I'm kind of hoping these red are here, because then I will draw that, and then next turn go Los Angeles to Phoenix. Excuse me. The only bummer is that with using the 2 blue is I would have liked to go 3 blue here. However, I think the decision to use the 2 blue from Las Vegas to Los Angeles was a correct one. Okay. And then there's that. Okay. So I'm pretty sure I want to come down New York, Pittsburgh, Chicago. I want to hook up those. The question is how we're going to tie Atlanta into all this. And we got options, so we don't need to like fret about it. But you know what? We're just going to go and grab these 2 white. Yeah. Alrighty, I'm okay going off the top now. Okay. Blue is apparently a popular color. Red grabbing blue doesn't scare me as much for Montreal or New York because they're probably just going into Miami. And then we can go off the top. All right, a little bit of a rainbow of things. Ooh. Red taking a wild already. Red's probably seeing all the blue that's being taken and being a little bit wary, which is fair. I don't mind the taking of a wild right now. That to me that puts red a little bit behind pace. It's always the challenge with grabbing a wild early. Interesting. Okay, so this may push us more to like kind of avoid this southeastern part of the map. I don't know. It kind of depends on where others land, because again, so far we have no information on where blue or green are. I'm going to grab this, and then one off the top. I kind of like getting this stuff, because this New Orleans says to me that we're coming up this way. And like maybe even I want to grab the Chicago to St. Louis route here rather than this New York route. That seems backwards. But just with what I know with what hooks up with New Orleans, it's all stuff up in here. Hmm. Okay, this may seem kind of backwards, but I think this is the correct play. And that, I mean, obviously there's a chance that red grabs the green side anyway and we're fine, but this takes some pressure off. It also, grabbing this, oh, all right, interesting. So we're going to kind of keep on this, yeah, yeah. So a little bit of a bummer that we don't have New York to Pittsburgh, but I still think this was the correct course of action. And we can grab 2 white here, and then we now will have a Pittsburgh to New York. And I guess here's the argument. Do we just spend the extra turn to go around and get Boston? I don't hate this plan. This isn't a great, like, on board. Like, this is just a lot of pairs, but I'm not sure I really care about that. Because what if we did. Okay. What if we did this? And we're going to hook up Montreal. Yeah, because this hooks up Boston, which could come into play. And then we save our 3 blue for here. Okay. So it looks like what we want to do is I want to go red here because the Montreal to Boston route now, that's a double route. And just with where green and blue are, not as scared. So what I want to solidify more is this stuff. Yes. Okay. So now, yes to this, and then we just go off the top. Now, am I worried about green grabbing this? I mean, we might as well just do this. I don't see any problem with that. Okay, excellent. I think we can just grab... Ooh, let's just do that. Because then we can grab Phoenix to Santa Fe. And then we just need a bunch of pairs. Which ideally should be fairly easy to get. So again, the only disadvantage of this is that we're really not great from a, like, points on board perspective. However, you know, we should just connect these 2 things and then, like, go instead of going to well, it's the same. Well, no. Yeah, it's the same amount. Never mind. I was like, can I save myself a turn here? No. The answer is no, I cannot. Yeah, we just go off the top here. Very nice that we are in a position where... All right, so because green wants red, I'm just going to go ahead and grab 2 red here. Because why not? Just if someone else is taking it, let's also take it. Because I need pairs, so yeah, if somebody wants it, I'm going to take it so they can't have it. Okay. So I think that I would like to just grab this pair. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and do this. Just so we don't accidentally lose out on that. Excuse me. Okay. Okay. Apparently we aren't going to lose out on that anyway. But I probably just spend the time to go Dallas to Houston here. Let's do it. I am... So I'm concerned enough about how this game is going in terms of the pace. Yeah, this is just... I probably need to draw destination tickets here. This is just a very slow route. And, I mean, I'm really far behind green in terms of, like, onboard presence. Now... red, I'm not as worried about. Green, I'm not entirely sure what routes we have here. And blue definitely has Toronto to Charleston. All right, yeah, let's just do this. So like Houston to Washington's a yes, Phoenix to Boston's a yes, Montreal to Atlanta's a yes. That's all great. So I do need to get down to Washington, but I've got a couple opportunities to do that. Ooh, that's kind of frightening. And I don't love that you took that orange. I don't love that you took that orange. Okay. So I'm willing to roll the dice on this, and then we can just go off the top. All right, that wild is helpful. So we just got to hope that green and blue don't grab. Okay, great. So we just got to hope that they don't grab this. So now we do this. That hooks up this. And then we just got to get two. We got to get another pair. But then I complete these two things. Then I'm completing 7 tickets of pretty decent value stuff. So really the only thing that burns me is if somebody really decides to end this game quickly. Though I think green is going to slow down because they clearly have to get north. Blue, I think, will feel some pressure to draw tickets at least once. Oh, I could have blocked there. But I chose not to. I don't think that would have been beneficial. So, could have blocked there. Let's do this. So this completes a very large chunk of things. And then this may have been a little out of sequence, but it doesn't make sense for blue or green to need to get up here. I mean, I guess they could be defensive and like go, oh, he's clearly trying to get up into Montreal, but I don't know. I'm willing to take that risk. Yeah, I think green and blue are going to feel the pressure of destination tickets. Though I wouldn't feel the pressure of destination tickets with red. But if I was looking at my presence on board, I would definitely feel the pressure. Now, the issue that we're going to have is that we're going to be very far behind in terms of green on board. And so the question is, what do we think green has that is really going to beat us? I mean, what? It's St. Louis to Miami, Houston to Portland. That's a 16-point route. But then probably like what? Denver to El Paso, Winnipeg to Houston. Now, blue is interesting because blue has a decent chance that they have like a Toronto to Charleston, San Francisco to Washington, Los Angeles to Helena. The Calgary route probably says they've got maybe a Duluth to Calgary. I don't know. I don't have blue pegged as like, oh my gosh, they just have all this stuff. And the nice thing here, yeah, Dallas to New York, excellent. Los Angeles to New York, beautiful. Am I anywhere close to Duluth to El Paso? Nope. At least not close enough to where the board is, and I have two things that I already have completed that are huge points. So why do something more? So at this point, I think it is going to be best to draw, because I'm going to want to try to play and get some more points, I think is the plan. I don't really have a shot at longest train, or I shouldn't say, I don't have a longest train route besides this one, and I can't get it, so let's just go here. And we're going to use blue, because I like blue. So yeah, feeling very confident about my tickets. Now the question is, what do green and blue have? And do I have enough to make... I'm not worried about red. The only thing that red can hurt me on is grabbing 3 tickets here, which they don't. And getting rid of my bonus. I think green is the most... Sorry, I think blue is the most worrisome. Well, Do I think that green or blue is the most worrisome? I think blue is the most worrisome. I don't have green pegged for big tickets. I have blue pegged for some big tickets. All right, so misses out on Toronto to Miami. But yeah, they just have all these East Coast routes, which if you're going to go that... I mean, it's fine. Like, you can get a lot of tickets, but you got to have like 12 tickets and hope that no one else has anything. Okay, so there's Portland to Houston. That's a big one. Winnipeg to Santa Fe. Interesting. Okay, so great. All right, Seattle, Oklahoma City is a pretty big one. All right, there's Toronto, Charleston. We knew that one. Los Angeles to Calgary. Okay, and Calgary to Salt Lake. Okay. All right, so nobody had any big ones. I'm actually a little bit surprised that blue didn't have like a San Francisco to Washington. So this should be a pretty resounding victory here. That was a very good game. Really helps when no one's around Los Angeles, to be honest with you. And that we were able to solidify the East Coast early. And really the only people that were in that northeast corner were us and red. So, alrighty. Look at that. Wrecked them in that game. Yeah, I think I tend to do this where I project that my opponents have better tickets than I think they do. Because, like, blue really just had bad tickets. Like, this is not a great set of tickets. Like, even if you're trying to go for, like, I'll just get, large routes and be good on board. I mean, if you're going to do that, blue had, like, Los Angeles to, I guess they're not in Chicago, New York, but even, like, San Francisco to Washington, like, that would have made a huge difference. Not necessarily won them the game, but, well, regardless. If you are enjoying the content, hit that subscribe button. Like and comment, and we'll see you next time.